So y'all, welcome to basically part 3 of the 1969 Mustang Boss 302. We're going to be building the interior and also painting it and kind of getting a little bit of weathering techniques I've never tried before in the interior done. The first thing we're going to start off with is the seats. We're going to get the front seats glued together. Then we're going to get the steering wheel done on the dashboard. And then we're just basically going to put the glue the seats in, and we're going to glue the shifter in. And then after that, I'm going to leave a dashboard removable so I can basically paint that on its own and detail it on its own. And yeah, but we're going to start off with the seats. Enough yapping, let's get into the video. So guys, as you can tell, we have our interior and our dashboard. For right now, they're separate. I'll glue them in later. But basically, for spray painting, what we're going to go ahead and do is take the dashboard, clip it, and basically spray the dashboard, steering wheel, and the interior shell with the seats and shifter. Because that's basically all the stuff that comes in the interior. Basically, we're going to separate the dashboard and the steering wheel from the other parts and spray it on its own. So we'll just do this and then spray this right here in matte black and this in matte black. We'll also look at other interior colors. I'm going to look at some interior colors so I can get the interior paint basically how I want it. And I'm also going to, I don't know, we'll see. But guys, this car here is not like a completely 100% a stock vehicle. Basically, when I build my models, I like to have a story and a background with it. This car is almost 56 years old, basically. You know, the 1969 is when it was made. So the guy bought it at 69. Then he drove it for a while. In 86, he got the engine rebuilt and the entire car rebuilt and painted up and fixed, and then ever since he's driven it. So basically, as you can tell from the chassis, it's been driven. It has rust, it has, you know, dirt and oil stains, and same thing with the engine, it has all that on it too. So yeah, she's been driven, you know what I mean? But for the actual body and interior, I'm not gonna make the paint all crappy. I'm actually going to make the body really nice. It's going to have a nice paint job, and it's going to basically have no scratches, no dents, nothing in it. So it's going to be a nice paint. It's also going to be a brand new-ish interior, except the floorboards right here, and in the back. I'm going to do a little bit of dirt washing, and I'm just going to make a little bit of dirt and dust to make it, you know, look like the car is actually being used. So yeah, and then under here I got to do some weathering as well, because this is going to be exposed. So there we go. But boys, enough yapping. I'm going to get on to spray painting these, and then, well, we're going to hand paint, decal, and then weather. So yeah. Alright y'all, so basically the next thing we're going to do while the interior and dashboard are drying is prepare the body, boys. Now basically there is markings on here for a reason. I'm gonna basically deepen the panel lines in here and trim the body a little bit, and then all that stuff. So yeah, there's 3 tools I do that with. We have an X-Acto knife. I usually keep this. I'll show you in a second why I have that. A lighter. We'll also figure out, come on, there we go. I'll show you why I need this too. And we have something called Tamiya plastic scriber. Yes, this is expensive. You can do it with X-Acto knife. It's a certain technique, but this is expensive and all that stuff. I've had this for a couple years. Had it for like 4 years, maybe. I don't know. I've been modeling for about 6. So basically, this car is, this, you know, tool, it comes with extra blades. I have one left. It has one inside of it. So yeah, this is basically used to deepen your panel lines. You can also use an X-Acto blade to do it. I'll show you that technique, and I'll show you why I use this. So I'm gonna go ahead and brush off the car. I have a really soft bristle brush right here. I'm gonna basically just brush off the car, get all the dirt off of it. Next thing I'm gonna do is basically just start describing. So I'm gonna get just a little bit, and then the reason why I do that is because it basically, there's little burrs and stuff, tiny little burrs, and it's hard to get them with just the X-Acto knife, so I use a lighter to kind of clean that up. Just a little short burst. So I'll take the scriber, and then that's right, I like to use it like this, and I'll basically just, not too much pressure, a little bit of pressure, I'll go down and I'll start scribing the panel line down this way. Little tiny bit of pressure. So the panel line's already there. You just put your tool on the panel line and then it scribes it to go deeper for you. You just go, I like to mark them out, so I just basically go along the line. Now for these corners, it's difficult, so that's where the X-Acto knife comes into play. And if you want, not on this model, but if you want to, you can also use a scriber to cut down the plastic and then just take an X-Acto knife and, you know, slice it through there to take out panels. If you want to make a openable trunk or doors or something, you can do that. Now, I've never done openable doors. I've done openable trunk, and I tried to make a whole trunk mechanism for that, and it didn't work. But basically, I like to use the X-Acto knife in the corners because the scriber is a little thicker, and sometimes it's harder to control in those corners. So I kind of like to open up a channel easier with the X-Acto knife if it's a lot more thin. I'll just go back a little bit there and open the panel line up this way too, and I just go along the door. Little tiny bit of pressure, not too much pressure, because you don't want to cut the body too much. And then yeah, we're finished. I just did this whole panel line, so I'm gonna get at the bottom just a bit more here. You don't want to cut it and scribe it too much, because then you'll cut too deep. So cutting too deep come on, just getting these little burrs around here. All right, there we go. That's one panel. Now you have this panel, that panel, and these little these are basically, they are side things for the, I don't know. So guys, as you can tell, I just got done with the interior. Now this looks white on camera. It is not white. It's basically a really light gray. Basically, I just used that to do on the seats, as you can see, a little bit on the door cards right there, in the middle on the center console, and I even did it out here with the radio and the climate control, and then all up on the dashboard right there, and I basically left black. So we have a black, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's a light gray. So black and light gray interior. Basically, the shifter has black for the base, and then the actual shifter itself is silver, and then we have white shifting knob. We have silver on the steering wheel with a really dark brown steering wheel right here, actually. So it's hard to see, but you can see it. We have some gloss black here, gloss black there, gloss black on that little, what's it called? You know, I mean, basically gloss black here. We have a multiple areas, including the actual, you know, brake, gas, and the clutch, all have gloss black. So there's a hint of gloss black, mainly matte black, and just, you know, some light gray in places. The climate control, there's little red and blue knobs, there's white knob, there's silver knobs here and all over there, there's silver knobs there too. There's just a lot of detail I basically put into this. And yeah, all this has to do is be weathered down. I'm gonna weather down and put some, you know, dirt and dust washers on the steering wheel around the circle right here. And then I'm basically just gonna do a little bit of dirt and dust washes on the pedals and around the floorboards and on the center column and stuff like that. And then that's basically about it. In this back, I'm gonna do a little bit of dust and dirt stuff there too. That'll be it. Then I'm gonna basically, actually wait, I'm gonna go do the decals and all that stuff, and then we're gonna do all that. But basically, then I'm gonna glue this dashboard in, and then the interior will be 100% done. So guys, basically I have the interior completely finished. Now some of the paints and things I used is still dry. Basically, from the last time you saw this, the dashboard and the steering wheel was completely separate with the vehicle, as well as the decals and the weathering had not been basically put on yet. As you can see, the door panels, we have decal right here of wood paneling, we have decal right here of wood paneling, and here, and we have all the gauges inside, wood paneling right there, and we have all the details in there. Also painted those gauges up real quick. And then basically we have the seats. I did kind of a sloppy job, so I'll touch that up with some paint right there. And basically just kind of did a little bit of washing in the seats to make them dirty, on the floorboards too, make it a little bit dirty. So yeah, basically what I'll do is touch up the paint back here, and then yeah, she's ready to throw inside the model. All you have to do is under here, basically get the weathering done, and I'll do that later on. But yeah, this right here is completely done, boys. I mean, it's not completely done. There's still some painting and stuff like that to do. But yeah, basically, interior for right now is done. Anyway, guys, that's another video out. Basically, this was part 3 of 1969 Mustang Boss 302. We have a lot more to go. For the next video, we're working on the body, and we're going to get the body painted, everything, and then the video after that will be final assembly. And in the next video, we're going to get the interior completely finished, and we're going to get the engine on the chassis, and then the interior put on the chassis, so we can just slip the body on, and then there you go. But guys, basically, I'll see you guys in the next one.